What's going on, guys? So another progression that we can do, this movement progression. When I do movement progressions, drill progressions, stuff like that, dry settings, all I'm trying to do is create sensations, right? I'm just trying to get the athlete that I'm working with, I'm trying to get their body to explore different sensations that we're going to then replicate at game speed on the mound when things are going really fast. But in order to do those efficiently, if someone's struggling with something, we need to isolate those specific movements and amplify that sensation. So if you can grasp that piece, then you'll have a desire and a reasoning for why you're doing what you're doing. So for this particular drill progression, we're going to get a little bit weird, I suppose, but we're going to get an O Specialties resistance band here. Discount Robbie 10, Robbie with a Y, case sensitive, you're welcome. And me being a righty, I'm going to try to replicate the actual throw and try to get something out of the way that I put myself, or the way that I put my body into that position as well. So I'm going to get into a rear foot elevated split squat stance. Now this accomplishes, like I said, a position in which we're going to replicate when we do throw on the mound, and it's also time under tension, right? So this is also getting us into the position that we want to be in with our hips into rotation, and we can start to explore our trunk and that segmentation piece that I talk a lot about. But what we're doing now with this resistance band is I want resistance at the point in which we're at full retraction. So then from here, we counter rotate our trunk, which in reality is just going to get to a neutral posture. And now from here, we launch and rotate, and we feel the hand is being led by the rotation of the trunk. And you'll notice that as we rotate our trunk now, we're creating late launch shoulder extension, right? So we're neutral, and now we're extending. And what you do is you create all these sensations that provide feedback for the athlete without even having really the athlete know. You're showing the brain hey, this is not a threat. We need to explore this movement. And yes, I'm out of breath because I already did split squats this morning, but it's fun. And we want to really amplify the sensation that is the arm is being led, or the arm is being initiated, whatever word you want to use, by the body, which is broad, but the trunk pulls the hand through. When we see the trunk pull the hand through, we create more arm speed, we create more extension. We want extension, we want to be close to home plate, deceptive, and we create a better opportunity for an efficient deceleration as well with the arm. So guys that do the opposite, they initiate their trunk early, right? Talk about segmentation. So when they land, their hand just kind of gets pushed into the slot, which then leads to a limited shoulder extension, a poor decel pattern, and a limited amount of arm speed too, because you're having to independently generate speed with your arm rather than creating all this stretch, anchoring down, pulling through. That's the biggest piece. So very simple drill progression. You can get creative on your own and develop maybe some progressions that help aid in that specific movement we're trying to get to. So, right on.